name. So who's on the call? Who are the first time on this call, on this coaching class? Click in yes as first time. Okay, I see one yes, a couple of yes now. Yes. Yes, first time. Okay, so quite a bit of first time. Now, I typically do a long introduction about it, but I found something what everybody I think would like. If you log in the members area, let me do that. Switching screen. Go to the members area, to the home page. You will see an About Me webinar. So actually video, which I cut it from the first webinar I ever did. So if you want to know me, my family, how I came to the States, it's all in this video. So I don't want to put things off, but I prefer everybody to be happy on this webinar. So there's a short video, I think it's about 10 minutes. So if you look at, you pretty get a good understanding who I am and what I do. So going back to the presentation, in the chart, actually I have to update this slide. I'm 50 years old now since last month. And I do a lot of internet marketing, local internet marketing, and I think I'm now at 1.3 million what I have managed in Google. So that's about myself. What I wanted to cover tonight is how you can do the payments for clients when you get the credit card, because when you're on this call, you have figured out one of the strategies to actually in the beginning is to get a credit card. And I see in the Facebook every time comes back, do you know a good credit card processor? Okay, so I'm going to solve that for you very easily, I promise you. Then I will pull up Lead Finder Jack, and we have some great updates. It's scraping now not only Google Places but also Google Maps, and it scrapes now the Google banner. And if you don't know what the Google banner is, I will show it to you, and the export results. So those are the big three things what has been released today. So I'm going to show you, and of course you can ask questions. Okay, so that is the agenda. If you go to invoicing, you click on invoicing, there's a new button. Do everybody see that? Payments. Does everybody see that button? Payments. Click on it. Now it asks for an application, PayPal, and details of application here. Okay, so we need a client ID and a secret number. Okay, so what Lead Tracker Jack is doing for you, eventually you can take the customer credit card and have it directly paid towards your PayPal account. Everybody on this call has a PayPal account, but to accept a credit card, you need either an upgraded plan or a credit card processor. A lot of stuff you have to do, and it is typically not tied in Lead Tracker Jack, so you can charge a customer and get paid. So how does it work? Okay, so to set it up, you go to invoices, you click on payments, you come to the screen, and those are the steps you have to follow. So you log into the developer PayPal, then there's a download setup application. You can download the PDF, or you can just follow those steps. Click in developer PayPal, and you can log in, and it's the same login as your PayPal account. Okay, so what we do is, you see this application, you give it a name, and you choose web. So let's say credit card. Create application. Okay, then the next step is you need to get the live credential. So view details or REST API. You see now you can get the client ID, let's go back what we need. We need the client ID and the secret. One second, the client ID we need. And the secret number. And we press submit. Okay, application details successfully. Now if we click again on invoicing and we click on payments, now what you guys see is that you can enter the credit card of the business. Okay, so now you can select Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and once you enter that number, you know, probably my fake number doesn't get accepted, but if you enter that number, that information, you can store that information for each company. For each company, you can enter now the credit card. Any questions so far? This is Lead Tracker Jack. Now, at this point, according my programmer said, you can do it with your regular account. That credit card information gets stored on PayPal. Doesn't get stored on our server. This gets submitted to PayPal. If the customer doesn't want to give credit card, okay, it's very likely that they are not a good client for you. You want to sort those out. You want to get paid. Either you do it with PayPal, which is also possible, but the credit card is the most common way in the United States actually. You can send them an invoice, but you want to get paid within a week. I wanted to show you how it is possible. Now, if you go to invoices, let's say Tampa, you can either make a payment now by pressing on this button, or if you go to settings, does it now add, if the credit card is not added, you can set enable automatic payment. So once the credit card is added, either you have everything automated, that the payments from the invoice get done, or you can do manual payment. I wanted to show you that within Lead Tracker Jack, you can set up that a credit card get paid from the client to your PayPal account. Okay, so you set first that link. Then, if you go to payments, you enter the customer credit card information. Okay, once you have that, and you either you're going to get paid per lead or fix them. If you go to settings, you can say pay per lead, so you get a certain amount for each call. You can do also fixed amount, so you say I want to get charged for a fixed amount. So there's a lot of flexibility how you invoice your client. Is there a form for the customer to enter all that info for recurring payment? Now you take the credit card and you fill it out here at this point. Actually, that's a good question. We might be able to that the company can log in and enter the credit card on their end. I have to check for that. So Bob, I don't know which country you live, but in the United States, it's pretty usual that if you're doing service, you ask, what is your credit card? What is the ABN number? The ABN number is something what they use in Australia. So if you're not living in Australia, you probably don't know that. So you just leave it blank. So in Australia, they are by law they are required to count a tax percentage and fill out an ABN number. So I know there are a couple of, does PayPal accept Canadian credit card? Yes, it does. I was looking for a solution for about, I think, 4 months, and I was working with Authorize.net to implement it. But with Authorize.net, there were some restrictions. A, you have to apply for it for an account, then you need a merchant account, and it only worked in the United States. The advantage to connect your credit card with PayPal is almost in every country, and they accept from every country the credit card. So that solved a lot. So how this worked is every time we ping PayPal to do a transaction, it's not that you set up within PayPal the automatic payment. Now we say, okay, I make a connection with an API tool to charge a certain amount. So I now, a lot of for you guys has waiting for this. It was that topic came every time back in Facebook. So that's why. But I had to study on it too. If you track the calls, it generates those invoices. Okay, and those invoices are detailed. How many emails, how many calls, you know, everything. And if it's a fixed amount, it just shows the fixed amount. So then you can either send those invoices automatically or manually. There's a whole invoice module. Are most people charging per period or per call? I like per call, but it depends on you. When you do per fixed amount, you want to make sure you deliver but not over deliver, so your calls are still okay. If you do per call and you do AdWords, and you know the ROI, you always save. Okay. If you do a fixed amount, then it's not always sure that you are safe. So there's a round robin feature in it, and with that you can do a lot of stuff. Is there a way to determine the charge per call to the client? Yes, there's a way. Look at how much a keyword click cost, and related to that, that's one part of it. And the other part is it, look how much a call is worth to the business and take percentage of that. Oh yeah, I put it in the chat box already. Thank you so much. And what we will do in the Facebook group is I will ask you to ask me which features you like us to develop, and the ones who get the most votes will get the highest priority. Okay, thank you so much.